You know, there's that one hobby in this world that a lot of people just want to go ahead pick up a certain controller that just has nothing but buttons on them and maybe like little analogs, you know. I mean, there's gotta be something out there that can do something like that. All you just have to do is sit around and just you control a character or you control a car, and you sit down and eat some Doritos and drink a Mountain Dew. Oh wait, there has to be that one thing. No, I think there is. What's it called? What is it called? It speaks to me. Oh! That's right. I completely forgot. It's called porn. Oh, just kidding, guys. It's actually called video games. And when we actually go and play video games, we actually do like to go ahead and just have a bit of a collection. Now, back when I was a little bit of a little kid, I usually just kind of buy games, and once I got bored with them, I pretty much just took them in for trade and got some other game. That's when GameStop used to have been pretty cool. Now they're rip-offs. But other than that, I kind of later on thought to myself, you know what, we purchased these games, and there's going to be that time that you just want to go ahead and keep these games for pretty much forever, you know, as long as you're actually able to. So once you kind of miss that game, you just go ahead, look through your collection, you pull it out, and voila, it's right there. You don't have to pay another 30 bucks to get it again. That's what I did, and that's why I'm a good gamer. Yep. I'm not the one person that sticks with one console. No, I'm not a fanboy. If I was, I would be living a very sad life. So, what am I getting at? Well, I just want to go ahead and start off a little bit of a topic on this video, and that would be my very small game collection. It's a pretty small collection, trust me on that. But I'll just go ahead and show you guys what all I got, kind of put my thoughts onto it. Maybe some of you people watching this are looking for a game, and maybe you're a little curious what this game is about, and you know, it's just one of those moments. So let me just go ahead and start off with the Wii U titles. Now before I go ahead and start off, once the end of this video is done, you guys can just go ahead and comment about what your favorite video game is, or how you treat your games. Do you take them in when you're done with them, or what? So that'll be discussed a bit later on to the video though. So yeah. Anyways, the Wii U Collection. Some of you may have known this is a game that I had since the Wii U first launched, and that way Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transformed. Now, when the first game came out, Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing, man, I played the living hell out of that game. I loved it so much. I mean, you can call me crazy. I thought the game was a lot better than Mario Kart, and I love Mario Kart, but I just thought that Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing had something to it that had a bit more fan favorite, I guess. Just pretty much a fan favorite game. And I don't know, I'm not really much of a big fan of Sega's other games, mostly just Sonic, maybe a bit of Knights and Seba de Amigo. But other than that, I wasn't really all too much into it. But because of that game, it was a fan favorite. I mean, it was all nostalgic. It had like the original tracks for the when I say tracks, I mean music, for the racing tracks and a bunch of stuff. It was fun. I really enjoyed it. It was a bit more action-packed racing game, kind of similar to Mario Kart, but I think they kind of nailed it a little bit better. And when I heard that they were making Transformed, the sequel to it, I flipped my shit. I mean, it looked great. And plus, you could be able to turn it into a plane and a boat in the same track. That's awesome. I mean, the first thing that came to my mind was, okay, Diddy Kong Racing, you know, because the kind of did the same thing. You choose to race on a boat, a plane, or a cart. This one, you can actually do all three in the same race. And I thought, you know what, that is pretty damn cool. I like that. So, really great game. Now, I think the one thing I didn't like about this, though, is the track. I mean, the track is great. I mean, they're remixed of classic Sega music. But, what I liked about the first game of it is that you were able to choose the song you want to play. I thought it would be pretty cool if they actually just kind of separated their own remixes and you just choose what remix song that you want. Or maybe like put it in like one of the originals, you know. So that was a good thing I liked about the original. I'm kind of disappointed it didn't make it do a selection on this one, but I still love it. The next one would be Sonic Lost World. Not a lot of people like this game, especially with low reviews. But to me, I liked it. Now I can't when I look at the reviews and some of the hate, I mean, I can't understand where they're going. I mean, I can kind of understand it. Sonic is a bit slow, but if you play the game, you'll kind of see some areas in the game why he's slow. I mean, you're like, okay, I understand why he's slow because they want to add more platforming to it. And sometimes I don't really understand why people complain why he's slow in this. I mean, the classic original Sega Genesis, Sonic was pretty slow in that one too. To be honest, I think he was more slower in that one than this one. That's just my opinion though. But I think the only thing I didn't like about Lost World is that how empty and lacking the level design felt. It felt empty. I mean, it had a good potential. It really was a great idea, but it felt a little bit lacking when it came to the levels and the level design. It felt empty just a little bit. Good game, but it's pretty much a hit or miss. It's kind of just more for Sonic fans, and I'm talking about the real fans, not the fake ones. So pick it up with caution. If you don't mind lack of speed, a little bit of lack of level design, you'll like it. Now last but not least will be Rayman Legends. I did make a video a while back about when they delayed the game to release on other platforms. I was pretty pissed off about that, and I did say that I'm not going to pick it up day one, and I didn't. You know, I just waited it off, and later on I did pick it up at Walmart for Christmas. I was like, I kind of need some game to play on Wii U. And I was looking for Super Mario 3D World, and they didn't have any, so I was like, okay, go to the next best choice would be Rayman Legends, you know. It's a great game. I'm still in the middle of playing it. So far though, I kind of think it's a bit better than Origins. And what I really liked about this game is that I think it's the musical levels. I mean, they were so, it's just so cool. It's just, they play like a tribute of music, and you just go ahead and you run across this track like with the rhythm of the music. That is awesome. That is really, really, really cool. That was kind of a bit of the selling point of the game for me. So great job for that one, Ubisoft. But you fuck up too much. I saw what you did with Watch Dogs. I'm not happy with that. So that's actually all the Wii U games I have. Sadly, you know, I mean, there's not really many games out there for Wii U. I did have a bit more. I have Monster Hunter and stuff, but I had taken them in for some cash. But I'll be getting more, don't worry. I do have some Wii titles. So I only have 2. Yeah. So the Wii games I have would be Super Smash Brothers Brawl. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. If it compares to the first Smash Brothers and Melee, I would say Melee would be a little better due to the speed and action with it. But I like how Brawl is just more, it's darker. It's a bit more darker and it's more brutal. I mean, the way that the characters fight is a bit more brutal. And that's probably also because of the Final Smashes. But really great game. I love it. And it's just, I'm excited for the new one coming up for Wii U and 3DS. And hopefully it's a bit better than Brawl, a bit faster. They're saying it will be kind of between Brawl and Melee. So I'm really looking forward to that. Now this one is kind of a bit of a makeup for me because I have Metroid Prime Trilogy. I had the collection. And when I mean I had the collection, I mean I had it with the tin. Open it up, you had that little art book thing talking about the story of it. Oh man, that was awesome. And then my Wii died and I went ahead and sold it. Biggest mistake I've ever had in my life. One of them. So, when I heard this was coming out, I was like, I'm not going to make the same mistake. And I don't know how rare this thing will become and how much it will cost later on. But it will be Kirby's Dream Collection for its 20th anniversary. A lot more better than the Mario one. Because Mario was pretty much just more of a port than anything else, nothing added. This one has 6 games, which is Kirby's Dream Land, Kirby's Adventure, Kirby's Dream Land 2, Kirby Superstar, Kirby Dream Land 3, and Kirby 64, which I was happy they had the 64 one because I always wanted to play that one. I never had a chance to, but people tell me it's good. Finally got it. I'm playing it, and man, I love it. Not just that though, it also has 3 episodes of the anime series. It talks about the history of Kirby and new challenge stages, which is really cool because I have a Smash Brothers one. I love that one. The Kirby soundtrack and the 20th anniversary collection book. I did an unboxing of this one, and sadly I haven't played it in a while because I don't have any batteries for the Wii remote. I'm trying to get me a new charger. So once that happens, I'm going to be playing this again. I miss it. I'm not taking it back either. So with that, that would be the collection of the Nintendo consoles that I got. Now I don't really have much when it comes with the DS and 3DS. I do have a little bit of a downloads on the 3DS, but I'm not really going to get to those. I'm just going to go ahead and go with the physicals I got right now. Now this one, let me go ahead and explain. As you can tell, I picked this one up from GameStop because it lacks a case. I asked if they had a case of it. They didn't have one, so I went to the other GameStop and asked if they had one. And they did, so yay. But I could never find this game anywhere, so I thought I would never been able to play it. But later on, I found it, and I had decided to pick it up, and that was Apollo Justice Ace Attorney. I love the Ace Attorney series. I played 1, 2, 3, and I couldn't find 4. I couldn't find Apollo Justice, so I was like, I guess I might have to skip it, because Dual Destinies will be coming up pretty soon. Then I found it. I was like, right on, you know, so I went ahead and picked it up, and I can see why it's not the favorite, because Phoenix pretty much lost his badge on it, and it just kind of, it stars Apollo, it stars a new character. I love Apollo Justice, he's awesome, and I think he's a good character, and I just think they kind of introduced him on the wrong timing, but, you know, it's how the story goes, and like it or hate it, you just have to accept it, you know, so, hopefully Dual Destinies made a lot of people happy, because Phoenix is back, baby. Now, this series, I got into it since the Wii version. I never played the GameCube one. I never played the DS one, but when the Wii version came out, one of my friends pressured me into it. So I went ahead and played it, and you know what? It was pretty good. It was a relaxing game. You just do what you want, you know. But there wasn't really much to do because it didn't have much online too. I didn't have many friends on the Wii. But when it was coming out to 3DS, I went ahead and got it, and man, oh man, I've been playing it non-stop lately. I'm taking a bit of a break right now because Pokemon came out, but that would be Animal Crossing New Leaf. Love this game to death. What I really like about this game is that I like how relative it is to otaku type stuff. You're collecting stuff. You're got my brother coughing in the background. You're collecting stuff. You're building your own house. You're making friends. They come, they go. Season, time, you know, it's pretty much just your own everyday life put into a video game, and your friends are animals. Not just that, you could be able to hang with your real life friends on the game too. So it's so much freedom, and usually when a game has too much freedom, it gets really dull, like really boring really fast. But Animal Crossing, they make it in a way that it makes you come back for more. So that's what I like about this. It's so open, it's so boring, but at the same time it's so addictive, and you just can't put it down once you start playing it. So Animal Crossing, I love it. Now, the Pokemon series has been good, but pretty much the Pokemon series, I've been playing Pokemon. I think my first Pokemon game would be, I think it was Gold, Pokemon Gold. Yeah, that was pretty much my real first Pokemon game. And then it was Leaf Green. Then I went ahead and moved on to Ruby. Yes, it was Ruby. Then it was I think it was Pearl. Then I went to Diamond. Then Black. No, it was White. Then Black 2. And then Pokemon Y. The Pokemon series is really good. I also played the remake Heart Gold, and that game, I loved it. And sadly, I had to take it back. I lost all my Pokemon and stuff. I have Mew and everything. Um, I cried for maybe 2 hours for that. But it's no big deal though. I'm pretty much making it up with Pokemon Y. I got a bit of a good collection on this one now too. So I'm trying to get my old team back, but you know, I'm loving it so far. Pokemon, you can't go wrong when it comes with Pokemon. You just can't. So now to the interesting stuff. Let me go ahead and tell you what they will be. These are PlayStation 3 titles. And yeah, PlayStation 3. Okay, so I recently got a PS3. I pretty much got a Super Slim. And I've been playing it for quite a while. You know, I never really got around the time and money to play a PlayStation 3. And there weren't really many all those games out that kind of caught my interest. But now they're starting to come out with some, which is pretty weird. So anyways, what motivated me to get a PlayStation 3 was this game, Hatsune Miku Project Diva F. Now, for those that don't know anything about Miku or the Vocaloids at all, it probably looks like a girly game, but like, oh my god, you're such a girl. Shut up. No, actually, it's a it used to be a Japanese only game. It was in Japan for quite a while, only for Japan, and the only way you'd be able to get them was because the PlayStation is not region locked. You only had to buy it in Japan. But thanks to Sega, they went ahead and made a picture post on Facebook saying like this picture of Miku if you wanted to come to West. That happened to have been the most liked picture they had on their entire Facebook page. And it convinced them to say, okay, let's go ahead and bring Miku to West. Pre-ordered this. I actually dropped my pre-order for Kingdom Hearts 1.5 and put it on this. And I was happy. I was really happy. So, fun game, really addictive. It's probably one of the most hardest games I've ever played too. For one, it's a rhythm game, but since it's a Japanese rhythm game, it's just Asian, man. I mean, they're impossible skills, but really good game. If you see this game, pick it up. Pick it up. You will not regret it. Trust me. That's only if you're a Japanese fan though, and like Japanese music and the Vocaloids. Very rare game to find. I mean, you can be able to download it on the PlayStation Store, but I prefer having it in a physical copy if you can, because it's pretty hard to find now. But they are coming out with a digital only for Vita too, so if you have a Vita and you want this game, go ahead and download it. The next one I got here is one of my childhood games. And plus, when I heard that they were making a movie about it, I started wanting to play these again. So that would be the Sly Cooper Collection. I loved Sly Cooper so much, but sadly, I was never able to get into much of the games. It was time, it was money, you know, and I've only played the first one. I only was able to play and beat the first one. So this is a good chance to kind of catch up on 2 and 3. And since the movie is coming out, I was like, hell yeah, you know? So I've been pretty excited, and to contain my excitement, I've been playing Sly Cooper. And the HD collection, it packs a punch. You know, I mean, it's good. It's fully remastered. Nothing buggy or anything. I mean, I really liked it. So, Sly Cooper. So, as people may know, that I am a Sonic fan. So of course, every Sonic fan out there needs to own Sonic Generations. It's pretty much a love letter to all Sonic fans. Go to pretty much your favorite classic Sonic levels. You could play as Modern Sonic or Classic Sonic, and you pretty much just go through levels that you pretty much went through before, back from Genesis to Dreamcast to Modern, you know. And when I played this, hot damn, I loved it. I really do. And so much to do, so much to catch your eye still. I mean, you have to play it like 50 times to just to get everything in view. You'd be like, oh my god, it's still cool, you know. So I was pretty happy, especially having City Escape into it. It's probably my most favorite level in Generations. And it was definitely my favorite level in Sonic Adventure 2. Ever since this, people have been begging a lot more lately for Sonic Adventure 3. But it's been so long since the Sonic Adventure 2. I don't think it's going to be coming. But, prove me wrong, Sega. You know, that's all I really have to say. No, I'm pretty sure some people will be kind of thinking, I did have this in one of my old videos, but I never really talked about much. And that would be the Silent Hill HD Collection. Let me go ahead and put this first. I did play Silent Hill 2 and Silent Hill 3 on the PlayStation 2 long before this even came out. And those two are pretty much my most favorite Silent Hill games ever. And when this was coming out, I was excited for it. I was like, yeah, Silent Hill 2 and 3 in HD, heck yeah. So, that's the time I did have a PS3 at the time. But when the game came out, I've been hearing some disappointing things about it. I've been hearing it's glitchy. I've been hearing it's kind of laggy and stuff like that. I heard the PS3 version had a patch. So I was like, okay, so if they come out with a PS3, if I ever get one, I'll probably just get this one because it'll probably be the better version. I haven't suffered many problems yet on this because I'm still in the middle of making through Silent Hill 2 still. And I haven't really been playing it nearly as much as I was expecting that I would. But I can see what people are kind of getting to. I mean, the voice acting, the new one, I don't like it. I went ahead, I kept going to the original Silent Hill 2. Silent Hill 3, I just had to deal with it. The constant bad loop of the music, horrible. I'm happy they fixed the fog though. The fog was a bit of a problem, but I'm happy they were able to fix it. But the thing that I guess the problem behind this though is that when they were making the game, they used beta code. I don't know how you make that mistake. I'm pretty sure if you pull out a folder, I'm pretty sure it will say beta on it. Either that or I don't know what the hell happened in Konami Studios, but it's an alright game so far. I mean, if you never played Silent Hill 2 or 3 before, go ahead and pick this up, I guess. But if you do have a PlayStation 2 or have a PC, get those versions instead. But if you had no choice, then go ahead and get this to try this. The bugs and the bad things that happen through this game, don't take them seriously because they never happened in the originals. So, good collection, just not smart people who made it. So, one of my most favorite series of all time from the PlayStation, I played it all the time, especially the second. The second was my all-time favorite. And then Black came. Played up Black, and I loved it. I loved it to death. And then I got Twisted Metal on the PS3. Twisted Metal is the car combat badass game out there. I mean, you have a killer clown with fire flaming out of his head. You can't be more badass and creative than that. You really can't. But having cars smashing each other, breaking through houses and buildings, and just causing chaos everywhere. Twisted Metal just had that. It had that chaos that everyone was looking for. Sadly, though, the PS3 version isn't all that good, though, and I can see why, because there's only like 3 stories to go through and pick 4 characters. I can see that. I mean, that kind of ruins the mood a little bit. I mean, each car has a specific character that drives it. I think they should have stuck with that, and maybe it would have sold a bit more. But other than that, though, it's still a great game. But Twisted Metal 2 will still be my favorite. They can't really say the top Twisted Metal 2. I know that Head On was a bit of a sequel-ish remake of Twisted Metal 2, but I really like to see a Twisted Metal 2-ish on PS4, I guess, with these kind of graphics. That would be great. I mean, have the original Laughing Special from Sweet Tooth and stuff, just make it badass. So, I went ahead and went through this game. I've always wanted to try it out, how scary it was and all that. And that would be Dead Space 2. Saw this for $10 at Walmart. And I was like, go ahead and pick it up. I mean, I've always wanted to try this. It looked scary as hell. And I love the scary stuff. I really do. And I was really impressed. So, I never played the first one yet. I kind of want to, but I kind of got the idea to start the first. So I'm not really too sure if it is acceptable to get the first. If you guys played the first one, tell me if I should go ahead and pick it up still, even though I know what happens in it. Tell me if it's still good to pick it up still, see if I still have a fun time with it. Or do you prefer the second one more better? So, it's up to you guys. Okay, the next one will be, of course, the sequel to Dead Space 3. I'm still in the middle of this one. I can see why some people didn't like this game. It's not as scary as the original was. Two, I mean, one and two, I guess. And it's not as scary. It's more story based. But to me, I like games for their story too. So I really like it. You know, I'm still liking it. Sure, it's not as scary, but it, it's a good game. But I guess I can't say it's a good Dead Space game. That's all I can say. But it's still acceptable. I mean, I still like it. So it's Dead Space. Yeah, but the thing is, it's EA, and I hate supporting EA for all this crap they've done. But I just can't say no to Dead Space. I'm so sorry. Okay, the next one. They did an amazing job on this game, I thought. And that would be The Last of Us by Naughty Dog. I love Naughty Dog. I've been playing their games since Crash Bandicoot. I mean, from the PlayStation 1. I'm playing Last of Us. I can see that some people didn't like it because it's way too story based, and usually if it has too much focus on the story, it ruins the gameplay. I kind of see that it does have a great story, but I think the gameplay is acceptable. I mean, they're trying to make it pretty realistic. They're trying to make it out like this is what a realistic game is supposed to be like. It's an apocalyptic world, and you really can't do much. I mean, you don't really want too much action. You don't really want another Resident Evil from The Last of Us. This is about stealthing. This is about trying to survive. It's trying about being caution. A lot of caution to it. And I think that's what makes The Last of Us so great. It's not just because of the story, but how realistic and how addicted they actually make the game. And I really think it's really good that it doesn't have all that much action-based stuff, because that's what most zombie games are nowadays. They're nothing but action, jumping around, blowing stuff up just to blow up zombies. This one takes time. This is actually Survivor shit, pretty much. It's kind of close to Zombie U in a way. So I love this game. I love it. I love it. And I just pre-ordered Left Behind, and I'm looking forward to how that game goes. So I don't really see what all the hate is. I kind of understand it, but it's just so much good stuff into it. I just have to accept that it's a great game. A little buggy, but I will say it deserves like a 9.5 out of 10. Speaking of Naughty Dog though, Jak and Dexter. Went ahead and got the HD collection. It was $20 at Walmart, so I went ahead and picked it up. I never really beat any of the Jak and Dexter games. I played them all, but I just never beat them all. How weird is that? So I went ahead and got the HD collection, and I haven't really got around into these games just yet because I've been busy with other games. But Jak and Dexter, can't go with them. I really hope they make a game out of this too. I mean, not a game, but a movie. A movie out of Jak and Dex. There's another game coming out, which is pretty much Sonic Boom, and I'm kind of surprised that ex-developers of Naughty Dog, don't have their symbol anywhere. Huh. I'm pretty surprised that ex-developers of Naughty Dog is making Sonic Boom, and it kind of looked like a Jak and Dexter world. So I'm pretty excited to see how that game goes, but Jak and Dexter is a really great game. Great platformer. Now, if you know me well enough, I am into the anime stuff. So I went ahead, I kind of want to try out an anime game. I mean, I've tried some before, Project Cross Zone, Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney and stuff. But for PS3, I actually didn't want to try it and go for the sequel of Neptunia. I was a little bit unsure about what Neptunia will be like. And it turned out to be a JRPG game. But it wasn't that, but the fact that it's actually cute girls that are actually consoles in a way, you know? Pretty much a girl represents the Sega Saturn, the Game Gear, a girl that represents the PlayStation, PSP, the DS twins, the Xbox, you know, the Wii. So it's really cool how they were able to assemble a game about gaming into like an RPG. I was like, man, that's really cool. So I went ahead and picked it up. I haven't really got too into it just yet, but right now I'll just say it's a pretty good game despite the graphics and a bit of the clunky battle style. It's a really cute game, and it's a pretty good one so far that I know of. I think they made an anime for it too, but this is a sequel to it, and I'm loving it. And plus the fact it's a game about gaming. If you catch all the references, it's pretty cool. Plus the second one, the opening, as a Japanese dude kind of telling you, have a lit up room. That dude is the creator of Mega Man. And he's in this. You see him every time too. He's like in a TV screen. I don't know. It's really cool. It's really cool. So much references. I love it. This game I just got recently, so I'm still in the middle of playing it. That would be Tomb Raider. I heard the PS3 version. I think it was also on the 360. Yeah. It didn't sell too well. But when the PS4 and Xbox One version came out, I heard the PS4 sold like hotcakes. I heard that version sold really well. So it's good that Tomb Raider is having a proper return, I suppose I should say. And my dad used to play the original classic Tomb Raider like all the damn time. And I never really played the Tomb Raider before, so I went ahead and wanted to try the reboot. And I'm loving it so far. I really do. And I'm still thinking about getting the classics. I'm kind of weighing it out right now, so Tomb Raider, great game. I've been into Metal Gear Solid for a while, and I just got this recently too. As you can tell, I got it for $7 at GameStop. I played Snake Eater. That was kind of the only Metal Gear I really played was Snake Eater, and I loved it. So I want to go ahead and get the fourth one. I was wanting to get the collection where it had a bunch of the old games, and I was really want to get to that, but by the time I was able to, I was too late, so I was really sad about that. So I went ahead and moved on to Metal Gear Solid 4. I got recently, so I'm still in the middle of it too. I love it. I really do. The humor in it, the story in it. It's just, you feel for Snake. I mean, Solid Snake has a rough life. I mean, we all know that. And it's just, this is supposed to be his final battle, but supposedly there's Metal Gear Solid 5 coming out, so supposedly we were lied to. I love the Metal Gear Solid though, and if you never played the Metal Gear Solid game, you're doing yourself a bad favor for not playing these. Play them. They're amazing. It's not just a shooter up, you know, stealthing, and the story just gets you really good. I heard the ending makes you cry, so I'm prepared. Now this game, I played the first on the 360 before I got a red ring, and I was never able to finish it. So I found this on Best Buy, used. So I went ahead and picked it up, and that would be Portal 2. I know the first Portal was in the orange box, and that's kind of hard to find now, so I went ahead and picked up Portal 2, and I am loving it. I really love how Valve was able to make a first-person shooter into like a puzzle game. So that was a great idea. They just did an amazing job doing it, and plus keeping it with a story base too. So it's really great. I know there is a creepy thing in this game I will get to, so don't worry about that. Portal 2 though, I love it. So I did say that I went ahead and dropped the pre-order of Kingdom Hearts 1.5 Remix for Hatsune Miku. I was going to go ahead, I finally had the money, so I went ahead and get Kingdom Hearts 1.5 as well. It was I think it was 2 weeks after release or something. And so I went ahead and got the case. I was like, okay, I'll go ahead and buy this. And since I know the people at GameStop so well, they went ahead and gave me a copy of the special edition, which came with the art book. And I was kind of upset that I actually found out that it was part of the case. It's like when I got it out, well, when it was all patched up, I'm like thinking, alright, so where's the case gonna be? I see the book, but where the frick would the case be? When I opened it up, I was like, oh! Well, shit! But I don't mind. I don't really mind it because I love Kingdom Hearts. I'm gonna try to keep this as long as I possibly can. And I'm getting 2.5 once they have a release date for that game. Kingdom Hearts 2 was my most favorite, and I never had a chance to play Birth by Sleep, so really looking forward to that. Kingdom Hearts 3 is coming close for PS4, and once that comes out, that'll be my time to get PS4. I might stop gaming after that. PS4 might be my final console, so it just depends. So, yeah. And that, boys and girls, I believe, is my gaming collection. Yep. Except for some PC games, but I really don't care about those right now. So, yeah. So, I know this video was pretty long, but I'm pretty sure some of you are probably kind of curious what games I have, so I just want to go ahead and tell you these are all the games I have. so far. But if you guys want me to do like a pickup video, like games I recently picked up, and want me to do a video with those, go ahead and let me know, and I'll go ahead and make a separate playlist and kind of make it into like a little series. I would like to do that, you know, just kind of update you guys what games I got, and just kind of let you guys what's going on, because since this channel will be a little slow because of like a creepy picture gaming and all the other stuff. So it's up to you. I would like to do that. So if you guys will be interested to see that, that'd be great. So you kind of got an idea of what all games I have right now. So other than that, I'd like to hear what games you guys play, what games you have. What do you do with your games? Like if you beat them, do you take it back or do you keep it? I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people out there who still own like NES games. So yeah, but it's a small collection I have, but I can't complain. You know, I'm happy with it. So I'm not gonna make this video any more longer than it is right now. So with that said and done, guys, I'll catch you guys later.